Good day. How's it going?
What's up? What's up?
Yo, I'm trying to switch to my screen. What's up? Happy Monday. We are back. How was your holidays? Feels like it's been forever since we actually did anything.
Right? It does, even though I guess, it was just a normal week, but we haven't seen Tyler for a little more than a week. So,
Yeah, it's been
how
a
were
little
they?
bit. Say it one more time. How was what?
How
The
was your
holidays?
holidays? Yeah. Are you
They were
recovering?
good, bro. They were good, bro. Honestly, I didn't do too much. I feel like as I get older, I'm only 27, but I feel like as I get older, bro, I don't really do as much. I partied
Hmm.
a lot as a kid, so
Hmm.
got it out of the way. Honestly, and my girlfriend's pregnant. She's super pregnant. Actually, in about 7 days, 7 or 8 days, she'll be popping that sucker out. So I'm excited
That's
for that.
that's your first kid, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh boy,
Yep.
things
Yes,
getting
sir.
real.
Yeah, bro. So we're cruising on up. But yeah, so we just hung out at the house. I actually watched Michael Saylor's live stream. He had a New Year's Eve event at his house. And I watched the live stream from there.
And you're recovered from your sickness. You're back at it.
Yep.
Really,
Yeah, bro.
today feels like the first real day post holidays. Last week was
It
all
kind of
chopped
does.
up by New Year's and stuff like that. So this is this is the start of the year. This is where we get officially on, and I think the markets also agree is that today is the official start of 2025. And, I
Yeah. And
think we're here for it.
honestly, last Monday marked a good pivotal moment in the market as well.
Yeah, right. It did, and I wasn't. It didn't seem like it was going to be. Like it was like, it could go either way kind of thing, but excellent to see that. It was a marked a low point, and then we kind of rallied off of that, and kind of been flirting with this 100K mark, and then today we really kind of took off. I guess the ETFs were strong on Friday. Taylor also bought a bit more, less than normal, but a bit more. Overall, really good. We see Bitcoin now over 100,000. It's currently right around 102. In fact, I could confirm that at the bottom ticker on the screen. It is at 102. And then, yeah, large ETF inflows. Although there was I think there was a record outflow also in the same week. So, you know, we can celebrate the inflows, but I mean, it's just back and forth. Like, the net flows on the week is probably the more important number to look at. But I mean, I honestly don't look at the ETS too much. They're just another factor of everything, and hopefully the element that keeps the cycle longer and 4 year and that kind of volatility. AI crypto market cap is now up to 17.8 billion. Actually, it's probably higher now. It's probably actually closer to 18 billion as there's been a few more agents recently added. This is from cookie.fun, kind of an excellent page for checking out the AI agents, or at least crypto meme AIG. I don't even know what we're calling them nowadays because they're just like everything seems to be getting this like AI attachment to it. But um, it's there, and is up 30% on the week. It was up like 50% prior. Kind of had a brief moment there on Friday where it felt like the AI narrative had gotten a little quiet and was being a little bit faded, and the regular memes were kind of popping off, but AI is still in full force. And generally, the meme markets are really strong, along with everything else. Hyper was the newest one. Hyper's actually been around for a while. I discovered this looking into things, but kind of they have pivoted into this like um, AI agent virtual metaverse where they can chat and interact. I guess I'm not too sure about everything, but Polish project comes out as a token and completely ripped up to 280 million in like 12, 14 hours. It came out last night. It's currently at about 180, forming really well. So that's good. I don't know. I don't quite fully understand it, so I don't know if I'm a buyer or seller here at this point. But the way everything's running, I think you're automatically buying anything quality of AI and getting wins. Pengu. reached an all-time high, up from where we saw it last week, and basically where it was like, it still looks like it's an easy 5 bill a coin, and so it now at 2.68 bill looks like it's got probably a maybe 100% gainer in it. And then AI crypto mindshare at 72%. I'm not sure if this is like this. I think it's net overall. This is produced by a paid website, but you can get they put out information on X. And so really the crypto mindshare right now is pretty heavy on the AI side of things. And I think that's pretty obvious to where everything's at. I would imagine Mindshare's measure of X activity and Google activity, et cetera, et cetera. NFTs, volume was good. Both ETH and Solana over the last recent days. Ordinal's down a bit. And then we had the same kind of movers at the top was what were there on Friday. Project Aeon, meme NFT or meme token NFT related. I don't know how to call that because the next one here is just a pure meme NFT, and that's Crypto Dickbutts, which has rallied a ton. I think 6x NFT stats was saying, but it's been on my list here over the last week on these daily risers, and I mean, it makes sense. This thing's gotten higher than what it's at before, 2.5, 3, I think, at one point. So if we're buying memes and sending memes to billions, like why can't this? I guess, but like it's never been one of my favorites. So I've never been strong on it. I've always kind of faded it to a degree. But that's why we make these lists so we can mention and talk
You,
about them.
you don't want a
And
new
then hype,
PFP, bro?
yeah, right. Just a big penis butt on PFP. They're funny, okay? They're funny. I get it, but they're just not for me. I'm more into the farts. Chief Noodle says, "Good day in the markets. Welcome, Chief Noodle. Happy to have you here." And then HyperFi, like I said, this NFT's been around for a few months. They've been working on this kind of metaverse situation here, and so it's up 35%. So up 0.07 to zero point 0.1. Would imagine this could get more movement. So I would almost play the hyper token through the NFT to a degree, um, maybe. So another way to look at it, yeah, if you're kind of looking at, but I would also research into the project, make sure the whole narrative and understand how these AI agents are gonna interact, et cetera, or how that's all gonna kind of play out because they just did a pivot, from my understanding, to what their original activity is. So that makes me a little less bullish on the whether if it was a brand new project with a clear focus. So, and then on the meme kind side of things, Pengu, like I said, up to 2.68 billion, reached an all-time high just above that. Giga, 7%. Both Giga and AI16Z are on this list, but they are kind of rebounding from rallies seen last week. And then Unicorn Fart Dust, back up near all-time high, 46%. Really seeing a lot of good swing volatility on that one. Solo operator dependent. That one makes a big difference. Tyler's laughing because he just loves the name of that one. We were talking about all kinds of crazy stuff. If it wasn't for Tyler and Danksy and our other co-hosts talking about the alt market, like a lot of the stuff that's brought up here is a little wild.
Bro, I don't know how you
We
say it like so smooth without laughing, bro. Like,
and
What do you mean?
when you
For what, crypto dick butts or?
no unicorn fart
all of
dust,
it.
Oh,
Giga. I mean, any one of these meme coins that can get on there, they're wild. There was a few new ones. I think that unicorn. Well, I don't know, butt farts or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. There were some other interesting ones on there. But when you cover NFTs, as long as I've seen kind of all of it there, and then meme coins are just they're kind of the same to me, especially in this AI sector. It really feels like
Bro,
the energy around NFTs at 2021 kind of thing.
The memes kind of remind me of like, if this was like the newspaper for the first time, bro, this is the comic section in the newspaper.
Hmm. And everyone loved the comics, right?
Yep,
Why did we read the newspaper for the comics and the
yep,
crosswords? You
yep,
know,
exactly, bro. This
so
is that. This is that
that's
part.
that's why they're popping off. Um, but I will let Danksy. Do you want to take over screen share and we'll get into um, the majors and alts, or do we want to pass it to Tyler? What do we want to do here? Who wants to take it?
I can take over.
Okay.
This is actually the first time we're on TikTok streaming. It's
Heck,
kind of janky, but we'll figure out one day. But I think it's like 10 seconds or 15 seconds behind on the audio. But
that's fair. Welcome anyone watching on TikTok. I don't know if you can see you got viewers yet, but fun to grow the audience, especially when we talk with the variety of elements that we do. Like I think among the shows that are out there, etc., we run a pretty complete run, crossing everything to a really good degree. And I think it's really important to understand, the macro side of things, how it all kind of cascades down to, the smallest, most degen levels as well. So it's a lot of fun.
yeah, no, it's good. Everyone's on. I think everyone's on TikTok with like the meme shitter coins. So we'll go through that probably in the later half of the show. Right now, we just finished Rotes's, I guess, market update. Usually, it's very good on Mondays. No one's looking at charts over the weekend, and we have Rhodes coming in with just the right framework. Right now, we're looking at Bitcoin, 100K. We back. We're
We are
back
So
back.
from
done.
we're back from the 90s. So we're going back. Again, the most pivotal space. The Monday the 30th, or when was the last Monday?
Last
30th.
Monday.
Am
Yeah.
I wrong?
30th, yeah.
It's only been a week. That's crazy. But yeah, all green this last week.
Mhm.
Since we last spoke. Hopefully, we just keep ripping higher. Seems like New Year people are buying back in. What do you think? Trump inauguration. What's the narrative here?
Yeah, I think like I said early on, I think, the year's officially started today, right? And so with that, I think overall we're just in this kind of go mode. I think there's a lot of underlying positive sentiment towards crypto and how that's going to play into the kind of Trump inauguration and kind of the plans of his uh, committee, et cetera. And so there's just so much underlying momentum there that just makes a lot of sense. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, bro. I think a little bit of all of it. The Trump inauguration coming up, kind of like Rotes, like you said, I feel like it's a late jump to the year. At least if I could relate to it. But
Hmm.
yeah, man, I mean the market ran pretty accordingly too. I mean ever since the first I mean it's been alive, bro. It's a new year, new investments. Some investors were waiting to probably make some new investments until the new year for the new tax season. Um Not saying everybody's doing it, but there's probably a good chunk of that liquidity coming from there. But yeah, dude, I think with all the institutional buying, the market sentiment, bro, the market belief is, dude, we're going up. I don't really see any bad things about crypto anymore. You might see like some guy gets locked up or some kid dumps a NFT meme, but at the moment, bro, there's no negative narrative to pull the market down. Early on, there was a lot of things. Crypto was only used by criminals, when in fact, bro, you think Pablo Escobar was not using cryptocurrency, bro. He was using cash, and most likely the U.S. dollar,
Hmm.
and maybe even making illegal ones. So that's kind of how I see it, bro. I see it as like we have a lot of bullish momentum. Michael Saylor's not even close to done. He's probably setting this thing up to keep buying until we run out, and then we have a lot of other countries potentially that might onboard too. So it's interesting. I think Bitcoin might become a different narrative from the rest of the crypto market, but I don't necessarily think it's completely true. I think it might just run different, bro. Like I think maybe 2 weeks ago or maybe 3 weeks ago when we were last on together, dude. At some point, man. I mean, there's a supply crunch. Like, what at what point does it like really take off? I think 0 to 100K might have took us 25 years, bro, or however long, 10 years, whatever it is,
It's
15
only it's
years.
in 18. It hasn't been that long.
18, you said?
Or 16, 16. I think
Yeah,
the
yeah,
last, I think on Friday it was like the 16th or 18th birthday
yeah.
of Bitcoin.
Yeah, because it was January 3rd was the Genesis block in 2009. So, but how, yeah, whatever that makes it. But I mean, dude, the first 100K took us, fuck, bro, a little long. I think this next 200, the 100K, 200K run is gonna be quick. I think it's gonna be a lot faster, bro. I think it could be happening in a month.
200K by the end of the year for sure.
Yeah, easily. I think that's a easy number. I think actually we get there faster. I think maybe first quarter we smash through
First
there.
quarter, 3 months.
Yeah,
I'm locked
maybe
in. I got
faster,
some.
bro.
I got some options. I'm locked in.
But
I
it's also
bring the
hard to not be
heat.
biased. At this time, it's kind of hard to not be biased. Like, because what happens when we break 106K? Do we just run to 137? Because for me, that's my next support. Like, I don't have anything in between that. Like, I
You
don't
want to
know.
pull up your screen? I'm
Yeah,
trying to not do too much movement
no, you're good.
because of the TikTok lag.
All good,
So,
bro. I think is it up?
yeah, it's up.
Okay.
And
But yeah, so like on a week.
isn't the
Go ahead.
TikTok lag though just like a delay, a 15-second delay? So meaning that whatever TikTok's kept picking up is just whatever we did 15 seconds ago. So it should
Like no,
lag
it's like
the
the
screen.
audio and video aren't synced.
Oh, geez. Okay,
Yeah, but
fair.
it only matters like because you guys have cameras on. Like they don't know, they don't see me talking.
He's like, they don't see me.
Run the show then, Danksy.
No, you're good. But yeah, I think we'll see. I think there's a lot of things moving because having Trump in the election and also just people, the stablecoin usage is really growing, um, and that is going to drive a lot of crypto attention and then also price appreciation.
Yeah, I think so too, bro. And I think there's gonna be a lot more onboarding. I think we've seen something with Phantom recently too, where they everybody was sharing the Phantom wallets. Like it was social, like a new social thing, and then they came out and posted saying, "Yeah, actually, we're not gonna be doing an airdrop." So like I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny. I think they should have let people speculate on it longer,
That
because
was so annoying on the timeline. I
I know,
did
bro.
not
That
like it.
honestly, that was one airdrop I was hoping didn't happen because I didn't participate. It's a little selfish, bro. A little selfish,
You
but
didn't
I didn't
participate in
participate
the timeline spamming, or you didn't participate in Phantom.
in either one of them. I have Phantom Wallet, but like I didn't,
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't like.
right.
I think I follow one person. I followed one person. I was like, yeah, that seems like a lot of work, bro. I have a lot better things to do than just like follow somebody
Yeah,
on Phantom Wallet. Like if the airdrop would have, I'd have been sick probably when it hit, but overall, bro, yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot more onboarding stuff, a little more speculation. People are kind of expecting coins out of everything, even like meme wise, market wise. But as far as like market speculation goes, based on like technicals, and I guess my belief, including that, like, I mean, bro, once we break here, right? Here was our fib extension before in all new territory. I mean, that was like just pretty accurate. I mean, it wasn't exact, but that was new territory, bro. Somewhere we never been. Just kind of exploring on that. And you can see, I mean, again, we weren't exact, but we were pretty close. So kind of taking that same thing into consideration, and like knowing that we're going up, bro. It's like eventually we'll get way higher. What's up, G? I see you hopped on here. But I know we'll get a little bit high. I know we're gonna continue up, and like maybe at $100 Bitcoin, we didn't know we were gonna go to a 100K, but once we hit 60K, bro, came back down to 15, it was super clear that we were going back to 100K. And now that all the ETFs are out and it's like being globally adopted at this, I guess you could call it at this point, I think, bro, that runs fast. I mean, I don't know how quick, but I mean, the supply shock will hit quick if more people start buying, and as Bitcoin keeps going up, it's only going to gain more attention. Once we break 108, bro, it's going to be on the news again. People are new all time high. I'm posting it. You're posting it. We're posting it. Um, but from here to here, bro. I mean, that's really only my as far as fibs go technical. That's my next zone. Once we break here, break above, retest 137 is my next stop. I'm sure we see some resistance on a smaller time frame because we are looking at it on the weekly, but even on the daily, bro, like that's where we got these zones too, right? We drew a fib from this bottom to this high, and that normal thing we expect. We see some resistance here in the 50% 618 zone. We came down, touched this last levels of resistance or last levels of support is really what we call it in simple terms. But we came down here, touched it a few times. I didn't think we were going to break it because a few reasons. Because this was also on a big time frame, another fib level, and the more of these fib levels align, the kind of more prominent I think they are, the more trustworthy they are. So I was like, well, if we don't hold here, we're definitely coming down to here. But I don't really think that 70, 80K Bitcoin was likely. Maybe we play in this level for a little longer, but once we break, bro, I think we're going up.
What's
But
good?
it's
Can
again,
you guys hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yo, what's up?
Let's
This is
go.
a new year. New Year's streaming. Happy holidays, Triple G.
Facts. Happy
Yeah,
holidays, guys. Happy New Year. First one of the year. That's crazy. Look
Yeah,
forward
the
to
most
another year.
pivotal space of the year.
Let's
exactly.
go.
We don't have anything to pivot though today. We're
True.
we're we're
Yeah,
gonna
it
we're just
already
gonna
did it before.
continue to send it. I would say maybe 104 range. If I get super like predictive, technical on the charts. 104. Uh, Bit of a bounce back down. Maybe test 100 and then 109, and then send. But that could happen over the next couple of days. But I think
Yeah,
right now we're set up to rally pretty good for the most part.
yeah, I
And
think so
so,
too, bro.
I think, yeah, especially that the buyers bounced back really quick at like what
mhm,
Tyler has is the 382 level on that bigger time frame. That's pretty bullish. People are buying it up quick. There's not much dips.
yeah, yeah, we had no significant retracement off this high, which is I think really strong. And
Yeah.
there's no reason to not be strong at the moment, right? Like you would have to look at some more major uh, macro conditions and or some kind of swan events to really change things, right? Otherwise, the lead up all the way through has been so strong that we should probably continue to see it. I think anything less than 130K this cycle is right. So you can look for that, but I think there's a lot more opportunity beyond. And
How's
whether or
ETH?
not this cycle is the same, where it's just a 1 year cycle remaining on the 4 year cycle, or if it just continues to up only mode, the S&P.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Bitcoin is still outperforming a lot of things, right? Um,
I
considering the
think other
risk
than
reward.
cocoa beans,
What's up?
Cocoa
I think
beans.
cocoa beans, I think outperformed it.
Cocoa beans this year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, bro. There's something funny like that.
That's crazy.
It's like the only thing that did.
Well, I mean, depending on where you pinpoint it to,
Yeah,
right? Like Solana obviously
right.
had a massive year, and I'm sure some alts are in there too. But like Bitcoin leading the way and the strength it has still at this point, like it still shows that we're probably Bitcoin dominant through um, through the month.
Yeah,
And then
the month at
we could see
least. Who
it's
knows
yeah,
how when people are rotating out?
yeah. But the rotation's gonna it's it's getting near, I guess, is the thing to keep in mind. And when that rotation happens, then we'll get more silly activity when it comes to meme coins, alts, etc.
Yeah, I mean, ETH needs to see like 5K soon, man. ETH, what's going on with ETH right now?
I don't
ETH,
know,
ETH
bro. I've
is
seen that.
ETH is just a chill guy,
For real. I think it's just a
right?
sleeper trying to bore everybody out, and then we're gonna wake up one day and it's just gonna be like 10K.
Dude, that'd be insane.
No, it wouldn't
What was
happen
this?
in one day. No, 5K would be nice to see
It
here
it faked us a
after we
month
break
ago
this
too,
little
right?
level.
Like,
Yeah, shot up
Yeah,
to like 4,000 again for the
mhm.
third time this year.
Yeah.
yeah, really just holding that, bro.
Honestly, it
Holding that
seems like
strong.
give it mid January, you're gonna see 4K, and then end of January, you're gonna see like 5K. That's what it seems like. Like if you look at the chart,
Yeah, I
Yeah, bro. I
mean,
think even
chart
this retracement, I think, is nice coming down here. A lot of majority of these charts really did that same thing. You know, if you look at them, even like the GRT, bro, you came down 61.8 or yeah 61.8% fib retracement. ETH did it. I think Solana did it. A lot of them kind of almost that same exact retracement. But I mean, we gotta eventually break here, right? I
for
come
real.
back up there.
but
We
yeah,
gotta
I
eventually come up there.
yeah, I think out of the majors, Ethereum still has the most opportunity, at least in the near term here.
Yeah, bro. Still,
It's just gotta push through.
it does. This level's strong too. This pretty much 40-20 level. Honestly,
Yeah,
even here, bro. Once we break one of these levels, I think we'll hit this all-time high and kind of crush through there a
which
little
it
bit quick.
bounced off of it 3 times this year, so it's got to be a weaker zone at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
it
come
did.
on.
March, June, then
soon.
December.
I don't know about you guys, but
Looks like a reverse head and
bull
shoulders.
this
Yeah,
bull
actually,
market
kind of does.
kind of boring for me at least. I'm not trading anything. I've been sitting on my hands the whole time.
Yeah, um,
You don't want to overtrade. That's for sure. You're chasing profits. I mean, you kind of want to be into your conviction plays, and it's nice to have a bit of liquid to move in and out of things, but for the most part, would I would say that you want to remain in your convictions. Because the moment you move out of Ethereum because you have given up on it, it rallies.
That's when they get you. That's when they're like, let's pump it. That's when the ETH cabal pumps it.
There you go, bro. There's your janky Elliott waves right there.
Yeah, I think ETH is now ready to outperform. I'm considering. I mean, I would move more of my money into ETH, but I'm very. I think I'm quite.
I
My
kind of
ETH
use
position is too
NFTs as
high.
my
I think
ETH. Can use my NFTs as my ETH positions.
That's fair. That's a fair move. I feel like if I
I
wanted to
do
spend,
want to buy ETH sometimes, but then it's like I got a lot of liquid in NFTs, so all on ETH.
yeah, that's a good
the
way to
thing
think
about
about it.
ETH is that there's no options on ETH. Like I have options on Bitcoin, but no, there's no option chains on ETH on any of the ETFs.
Hmm.
And Solana, bro, we're
Kind of acting
probably
like
coming
ETH,
back to all-time high levels. I mean, on a smaller time frame, we got some levels to break through, but
but a good retracement down to 180,
yeah,
holding back up above 200.
maybe we see some slow. We seen some slow move here.
I'd really like to see
Maybe-
it break and hold above 236,
Yeah,
240 a level.
Is Solana? I feel like the Solana hype has died down compared to base. I don't know about you guys.
I feel like they've both been quiet recently. I feel like everything has been quiet actually.
I feel like the ISO 222 tokens have been loud.
Well, I mean, when it comes to the meme coin activity, both Solana and Base are performing really well, and so both are getting a lot of activity in general. And to be honest, it's kind of the most traction I've seen in a short while there for Base as well. So I think that core segment of it all is giving them a lot of activity for both Solana and Ethereum.
Yeah, it looks like Sol dominance too. Kind of looks like a good chart here, bro. I think think we could see some moves up. I seen XRP dominance still
XRP
holding.
isn't ripping as much as before.
Mm-mm.
Like it's kind of waiting for the next move.
It's interesting too, bro. I'm really interested to see how this whole Swift payment system works out with the ISO 222, because November of this year is when the end of the old messaging system gets thrown away, the MT messaging system for like the international banking. So then they move over to the ISO 222, which is the XRP, XLM, Cardano, Algorand, Quant, I think is on there. But yeah,
Yeah, there's like 9 or 10 coins now, I think, on there.
yeah, I'd like to see how much of the market dominance XRP takes back. Honestly, I'm interested to see that.
You want to
I
pull
mean,
up?
as
Is that
far
the? Can you pull up the chart, like the price chart, not the dominance chart?
yeah,
It's hard to move. XRP went up 300% in 3 weeks.
yeah,
True.
Hard to
I
do.
mean,
Hard to continue that.
three, yeah,
I was
Retracement
surprised it
looks
moved that
decent
much.
though.
Anyways, like I
Yeah,
thought it
me
was like
too.
done.
And yeah, that's pretty much how my bags look too. I didn't hold any. Held it for the longest time. Caught it when it moved $1 like early or like to 75 cents earlier this year or earlier 2024.
yeah. I mean, I like how it looks on every level, bro. Even this is
I'd say
kind of
it still looks really
It
good.
does. It didn't have much of a retracement at all.
that looks a little better. I don't know what happened there with the chart, but yeah, man. I think here on the monthly, bro. I think that looks insane, dude. Like,
I
you
agree
break the
to
monthly
just
down,
run.
hit hit the weekly. You see that we had at least a little slight retracement, but I mean, bro, this what was that 40% retracement from here? I mean, 30% roughly. I mean, that's a pretty good move down, bro. That's a pretty good move down. Pretty decent chunk, especially if you bought over here at $2. But dude, we got nice re-entries. I actually bought a little more. We tapped down here, probably like a little over $2. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
mean, on a
mean,
weekly, daily, it looks good.
would you recommend buying XRP?
I mean, for the short term, no. Like this is
Not
where
financial
you gotta.
wise.
I think this is where you gotta actually like say like, what is your goal here in the market? Because if we do market cap comparison, if XRP had the same market cap as ETH, you're looking at a seven, like almost an $8 ETH or not ETH, sorry, XRP, which is a 225% return. I mean, if you're gonna hold the ISO 222 token, I'd rather hold this. I mean, I think it's Algorand. I mean, I'd rather hold this as far as tokens go. If you're talking percentage gain, if you're talking long term, 10, 20 years, maybe it's around longer, but I mean, I'd rather hold Algorand, bro. I think it's more reasonable for Algorand to come and hit a 300% return faster than XRP does at this point. But really, all it takes is dude, on an announcement. I
Right.
think a lot of these tokens could run way faster than we could even imagine, bro. From a simple Trump announcement. After the 20th, bro. Who knows what he says or says he's gonna. Even if he says he's gonna do it and doesn't do it, I mean, I think the market flies, bro. It really just takes a few announcements for some of these tokens to go, parabolic. I mean, that's even a good move, but XRP, I mean, it depends, bro. If you're holding it for the long term, yeah, why not?
I
If you're
think
doing it,
XRP would definitely be around for, another 10, 15 years at least.
yeah. I mean, if
Just
you're
gonna
doing
be
it for
one
the
of
short
those.
term percentage gains, I mean, I'm holding GRT, bro. I'd rather hold GRT. I mean, I like
Yeah.
even percentage gains here, bro. I mean, you're looking at decent. I mean, I don't. Who knows? Does it come back up here? Maybe, maybe not. But I think we definitely make a run back up to minimum 50 cents, which is, from where it retraced. I think it was at 20 cents, but you're almost looking at 150% return. Which, if you're playing the doubles game, bro, you need 10 of these trades to make $1 million. You start with $1,000, you need 10 of these trades to make $1 million. Like that's how minuscule. And like for me, bro, I just wanna do this 10 times. I'm not like the meme coins are fun and exciting. Like I love the speculation part of trading. That's really why I like trading. But I'm actually coming up on 10 years of like leverage trading, marking up charts. Like that's what I first learned was leverage trading. So I'm coming up on 10 years, and now as I, the longer I do it, the more I kind of feel like my strategy slightly changes, just a little, slightly ticks a little different, like every year. And now I'm at the point in my life, bro, where it's like I'm just ready to like, bro. I want to take it so serious. I want to just do it 10 times, bro. Nothing. It's, to me, 10 of those trades is not like an absurd thing to do.
You got to study those leading meme charts because the swings and the chart action in there, it's like trading in the alts and the majors, but just like amplified. Instead of trading the monthly candle, you're doing it on the daily and getting the same kind of price action. Like
Yeah,
You're doing on like the
that's
10-minute,
the
15-minute chart.
well, I mean, you
15.
can see these setups kind of play out over a few weeks, right? Where you get these like 70% retracements and they're running in a range and it's just top to bottom of the range and it's retracement and then it starts to bounce and it's just like, okay, here we go, now we're running up again. And so those kind of elements I think are are super valuable for anyone that's got a bit of a technical background that wants to kind of zoom out a bit on
Yeah,
some of those charts. So
yeah,
much
and
as much as it seems wild and risky in those streets, I think the right allocation and understanding a few of those leading charts, you could definitely see some productive trading there.
yeah, man.
Dude,
Like in
Dogecoin on the daily is insane. What a chart. What a weird chart.
yeah, bro. Dude, I wanted it to hit this level because it was that fib retracement, and I was like, dude, I want to see it touch, like just for my own amusement. Like I'm like, yeah, dude, it's got to hit there, right? Like that's the only reason why that line's there. Like that's how it feels. But I mean, dude, that's pretty close. It's a pretty decent move. Maybe we come back up there, have some resistance, but
I think
wow, yeah,
Doge is gonna hit like $1.50 this
I
cycle
hope it does, bro.
for sure.
What I what I like about Doge, just Doge has been around almost as long as Bitcoin, bro. It's been
Just wait
when
until
did
just wait
go ahead?
until Elon makes Doge the official payment token of X. Like, I mean, that's the moment where then it goes probably $2.50.
Yeah,
That's
that's
And
that's the
crazy.
magic eight that everyone's waiting for.
dude, like
Right, that's supposed to
that's
be soon this month, right?
Payment systems for X is apparently incoming, so yeah, could very well be.
No, I thought it was January or Q1 at least.
Okay.
yeah. I'm at this point, like if Trump didn't get elected, I think it could have went a little differently. I think now that Trump did win, I think, dude, like an announcement from any of those guys, Elon, honestly, even Patrick Bet David, bro, Andrew Tate, like those guys that like really vouch for him publicly. Like I think, dude, an announcement from any of these guys, like positive about crypto, just sends more bullish sentiment into the market. And again, it's like I'm trying not to be biased too, like because I'm trying to keep in mind, bro, like they're just charts. They're patterns. They keep repeating themselves. Like the technical part of it, where like I can't explain why it does. It's like the why does your fingerprint do a spiral? I don't freaking know, bro. It's the same reason. It's a pattern. But like I'm trying to like keep the patterns in mind, bro, because even though the market sentiment happens, like these patterns they're not going anywhere. Like they're still being utilized, like even the fib extension. So like I'm trying to keep those in mind, but also the market speculation. So it's hard to, it's fun to speculate on, bro, but it's even my buddy Matt. Um, he does a lot of our video editing for like our podcast and stuff. He's like, we get on a call and we do some consulting with him, like a trade of service type stuff. And so like he's like, yo, like, check out my portfolio. How am I looking? What do you think? And I was like, dude, yeah, you got a good allocation there. It's like and even for me to give him like my opinion, bro, like there's so many like what ifs because dude, one announcement from I feel wrote I think you said it a while back. What was it? A reactive market, or I think you called it like the market's very like I forget what you said. Maybe it was something along those
Yeah,
lines, but I
yeah. I
feel like
think I think specifically Bitcoin on the macro, right?
mhm,
And so it's really turned into a crypto has been very reactive to anything that happens in the kind of global economic kind of side of things, any event,
Yeah.
and then it would react, and it's this like 24-hour reaction market, right? And that's kind of where you see with crypto. So, but what I think can start to shift is that crypto no longer becomes this negative reaction per se, but it becomes more of a stability reaction. And that's when you know crypto, and at least Bitcoin, at least, has truly made it. When something happens that may shift markets in other ways, and crypto rallies from that, or at least remains stable, then you can really get bullish towards your half million $1 million
Yeah.
Bitcoin, because that's when it really becomes that store value. Okay, we talk about it, we flirt with it, and all that kind of stuff. And crypto feels like it's really ingrained in government and society, etc., but it's still not there, right? It's still just this little nugget
It is,
of,
bro.
right,
We're
like
we're
it's just
so
a
early still.
tiny, yeah, it's this tiny element of TradFi, etc.,
Less
and
than 8% of the world is invested in crypto. But
so
on the bright
there's
side, BlackRock did say that it's being adopted faster than like the internet and
Actually,
um,
now that that micro strategy is in the S&P, that's probably a lot more if you
did you
count
see they bought
MicroStrategy.
another 100 million worth today?
Yeah, I
That's a
mean,
that's a baby amount for them.
Yeah, I know.
Like $100.
I really actually looking at this Bitcoin dominance chart, I can see it this go to like 70% before dropping,
Yeah.
before alt
Yeah, I
season
think
really comes in. That might be like mid 2025, dude. Like
yeah.
we might
And then
this might just be like we might just be early. We might have just been watching these charts for way too long and thinking it's over soon, but we might just be starting.
yeah, bro, and I think even too, bro, like we've only tapped all-time high. Like this is the total market cap without Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I think, this is what I would refer to as like the altcoin market cap. Like all the altcoins. But I think, bro, dude, once we break above here, we got a nice little run to do. I think there's plenty of room to run up here with the alts, and even with the total market cap. I mean, dude, if you believe in crypto, if you think we're going to keep adopting crypto, this market only goes up long term. Short term, we'll have the retracements, but like I was telling my buddy Matt the other day, I'm like, he was like, well, what do you think we should do? Like when the 4 year cycle hit, like, the next 4 year cycle, what's the plan? And I was like, well, what else would you buy or hold that's going to return you 50% every year statistically? Like, what else would you trade it for, bro?
Mhm.
Like Bitcoin. Like, why would you get rid?
If you want to take some profits off the
And,
table, maybe,
and
but like the cycle is going to change.
yeah,
Crypto
and
itself is going to change.
it is, bro, for sure. We'll look back at these moments and like, remember when unicorn fart dust was I mean 200% return, bro. Like it'll be lit. But yeah, as far as alts go, I know we've kind of been dwindling on here about the market cap, but as far as the rest of the alts go, I'm super bullish on all ISO 222 tokens, the XRP, XLM. I think Quant's in there. Cardano, definitely. Cardano's the smart contract. I don't know if there's any other ones that are smart contracts in that group, but if not, this puppy might go. And even, I mean, dude, Cardano's not going anywhere. I mean, even back up to what is that? Yeah, about 185. I think we definitely hit all time highs, and if not, we hit 80%, which is the $2.50 Cardano
Keep in
Algorand too.
mind that like 2 months feels like forever in crypto too, right? So
Yeah,
we could say that Bitcoin dominance is going to take so long, but like it could be 2 months of rally, and then switch, and that could still feel like a long time, because that chop that we went through 2024 there for 6 months felt like a lifetime, right?
definitely, bro. It did, and honestly, it does. Like, as the longer, the more time that passes, bro, I feel like I become a little more patient, in the long term game. But early on, dude, like, even 2 3 years ago, I'm like, dude, I wanted to hold all these tokens, and now it's like, bro, I should have just focused on one token, honestly. At this point, like, focus on one of these
Mhm,
tokens,
mhm.
and you could either buy. You don't even have to really buy and sell all these, in betweens. Even if you bought it around here, bro, around $150, wrote it up to $400. You know,
I'm there's no statement more true, and this is a TradFi, time in the market beats timing the market kind of statement, but it's more true in crypto than it is
mhm,
anywhere else, because
yeah,
crypto sees these rally spikes over short periods of time, maybe lasting 4 to 5 weeks. I'm not kind of the longer swing of things, but like it's sometimes just days where you get these like 40, 50%, several 100% rallies, and then you spend the rest of the time kind of in this pullback chop and et cetera, right? So
yeah,
you find those narratives, you find a kind of like a balanced spread, and you get in, and you stay,
yeah.
and that's it, right? And then if you want to be a little bit more active, just keep it down to an allocation of say 10, 20% of your overall allocations.
And what's wild, bro, right? Over the time of accumulating, I mean, this thing compound, for example. I know Garrison likes compound.
Yes,
From
sir.
June of 2022 up until October of 2024, bro, you could have been buying and selling. Buying more at 20, 30, 40, $50 every time it came back down here. And even if you didn't hold it in it until it came up here, I mean, dude,
That's
200%,
that's what I've been playing is just the DeFi end of things lately.
100.
I'm trying to just accumulate DeFi. I think that'll obviously be more and more adopted as people get into crypto and start to research.
Yeah. But I mean, dude, you could have played this out. Got 500-600% return when it was in
Yeah,
the bear,
for real.
which is a crazy. And to think that you could have gotten that in a time where it was the most slow, it's pretty crazy, bro. And just kind of looking back, and looking like, wow, bro, I should have just really focused on a couple less tokens and allocated a little less money to other tokens. And
I
because
mean,
like, what'd you
that's
say?
what everyone says, but then you allocate to the shit tokens, and then you just miss out on the pump.
Yeah, right. And then you're like over there, like, bro, you brought the freaking wrong one. You brought the Solana chain
You
one
bought
instead
the
of.
you bought the Nero that wasn't the first Nero, and then
Yeah, right. You bought the wrong one,
you bought the wrong Nero. Pull up Sui. Sui's been my
dude.
my biggest position.
I seen
Uh,
that thing ran, bro.
Dude,
Look
it's
at that.
it's might be the winner of this. It's a new coin, new token, new L1, fast, fast, and
Yeah, bro.
really good at like it's easily programmable from non Web3 people. And yeah, I've just been holding just full confidence, not even taking anything off. But yeah, I bought it
Dude, yeah,
at
it's
like 175, I think, so up like 3x.
nice, bro.
But I
Yeah,
think I
that's
think it can hit 10, 12 this cycle, and then
yeah,
we'll see.
bro. I think so too. I mean, dude, it's moving pretty well. It's moving pretty fast. Honestly, hit this fib retracement like almost perfectly. And slowed down there. I don't know if it's gonna stop forever or keep going. But I honestly, I mean, dude, we break above here. I don't see why we don't keep going back up to 10, and from 5 to 10, bro, or about 6, but decent, still decent trade, bro. Yeah, I've been watching this one. I had that one marked up, I think, since whenever last time we were.
There just wasn't like there's not a good entry. It's just like maybe 3 4 days of chop, and then it just keeps going up. There just
Yeah.
hasn't been a good entry. It feels like you're always buying the top.
Yeah, at this point, it's a different game, bro. It's actually a lot easier. Garrison said it a while back, and I'll forever quote him for it. But dude, he said it was so easy, bro. It was so easy in the bear market. He just bought. You're like, oh yeah, well, came back down to $24 again. Let me buy it again. You just
For
kept
real.
buying more, bro. And then now it's like, shit, bro. Do I buy more at $6, $5? Like,
Or buy
you,
this
you
one or
start
this
getting a
one or
little
this
more.
one.
Yeah, you start
They
getting a
all
little
look
more
good
emotion.
right now.
Yep. that's where like
Honestly, I think ETH is probably the best bet.
yeah, betting on ETH.
I think ETH is probably risk reward level. ETH is probably the best bet if you're considering the risk
What
profile.
about this one? Hype. Remember you guys brought? Didn't you bring up hype?
Hyperliquid.
Yeah, isn't this it? Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
it's doing well, right? But it's like the I think it did well because I feel like I've Rhodes and I've been in NFTs and all that shit for what 4 years now. There's so many projects that's like, oh, we're gonna use royalties, we're gonna use fees to prop up our token NFT, and I mean, okay, but like it is a good trading platform, but that can't be the only reason why the token is doing well,
Yeah.
right? And so, I mean, maybe it's time to buy, but I mean, if we're talking about other platforms and like infrastructure, buy virtuals. I think virtual is going to do very well. That's not a
Yeah.
meme coin. It's infrastructure for AI on base, AI agents on base. Like that's what I'm buying if I was going to buy something and bet on infrastructure.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting to see that, bro. I think what I like to see it because again, it was. I think it's an exchange, ain't it? The
Virtuals is
Hyperliquid.
like pump fun, or virtuals is pump fun for AI agents.
Okay. And then Hyperliquid was another like decentralized exchange, was it, or is that
Yeah,
is
it's
it
like a
similar?
centralized, decentralized exchange platform. So
Okay.
it, like it merges both.
Okay. Yeah, and I think what like kind of drew my attention to it right away. I haven't really looked deep into it, but what drew my attention to it, bro, was Uniswap dominated the decentralized finance space by billions of dollars. I'm pretty sure it was. So it's pretty interesting to see that hype comes out of the woodworks all of a sudden, and it's
Yeah,
number one against above Uniswap. It's like towering above Uniswap, but I think Uniswap's going to be around for a while. I
I
think.
hold some.
Yeah, I think we'll see a decent move up. I think we're gonna come back at least at $20, which is still a good trade. But if you're
You know
again
what
if
I
you're
heard
looking for
really good things
vintage,
about?
what's
Chainlink.
that? Yeah,
I
dude, Chainlink's awesome.
I love
Yeah,
Chainlink as well. That's one of my personal holdings. Made a
yeah.
good retracement.
One of my buddies bought a bunch around $6. I think he bought like 70 or something, around $6. Rode her up, but I love Chainlink. I've seen honestly, if you look at their Twitter, they have a lot of cool stuff on their Twitter. I think Chainlink's gonna be around for a while. I think they do a lot of tokenization stuff. Um,
They do a lot
like
of like the bridging, cross chain
Yeah,
stuff,
and
and
they had
who knows
something
if
with like
that's the best move.
NFTs. They posted something I think like maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, within that time frame. I don't know how true if they're still doing it today, but it was to do with cars and houses, like ownership, and they had like
Hmm.
some smart contracts and stuff that they were working on, or they had like already initiated, I believe. But yeah, I like Chainlink. I'm a big fan of that. I think Chainlink's definitely, I don't know all time high what it is, but we're definitely going back for sure. It's definitely one of those tokens. I bought some, held it for a while, never made a huge amount off of it, then allocated funds to other places. A couple buddies kept it, they made some money. I watched
I
it go
kind of
up.
I kind of circled back in or later this year when it was at like, $14 to $11 down there
Yeah, Chainlink's gonna
because
be.
I did
I think
miss that initial pump and I'm like, oh dang.
I like Render too. I think Render's an AI token like
I
that.
thought render was more like decentralized compute.
It might be. I thought it was AI. There's so many tokens, bro. I don't quote me on what I say as far as
Oh,
what they do.
look at what's it called? I think it's FET, FET. Yeah, this one I'm actually pretty bullish on. On
Yeah,
it's like a AI agents infrastructure L1, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. Char looks good,
I
bro.
think the combination of AI agents and crypto is like they just work so well together.
I
Like
agree. Yeah, and
it's like
yeah, I'm
unbelievable synergy.
bullish. Bullish on fetch. That'd be nice. Seeing them at three
GRT is
bucks.
AI, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I hold a decent chunk of GRT, probably more than I want to. I'm pretty much betting on it, to say the least. I bought some more around like 20 cents when it, yeah, right around here at that green line. Went a little lower. I got scared, to be honest. I'm like, maybe we run down to 17. Who knows? But
Maybe
yeah,
I
we're,
lose it all here.
yeah, right, bro. Fucking no shit,
I still think a sleeper that hasn't, really moved much compared to its all-time price is Flow. And they got a lot of
flow.
good partnerships with like the NBA, the NFL, and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
What do they
yeah,
do?
bro. If they,
Oh man, that's a chart right there.
yeah,
Yeah,
all
for
time high
real,
like
bro.
30.
Yeah,
But
they
they've
got
been
some good
chilling.
partnerships, but they've been pretty much playing under a dollar for, it did pump up to $1.50 in 2020, early 2024, but from there it hasn't really gone much above. And I don't think you can hold it on Ledger, which is one of the reasons I don't like it right now, but you
Yeah,
can buy
You
it on
hold you
Coinbase.
hold all your coins on Ledger, like you hold all your trading.
Not all the time. I sometimes we use MetaMask, but I prefer to hold my stuff in Ledger.
yeah. I got majority of my stuff's in Ledger. I got a
I'm
lot, but I got wallets that are they're like, a lot of like I feel like I have a bunch of spread when it comes to wallets with NFTs, but when for tokens, I don't have too many. Maybe I have like 3 or 4 wallets.
I just hold all mine on Coinbase. I just keep it
And
there.
that's not bad. You don't really have to worry about Coinbase. But in the bear market, maybe that's when I would rather be more into
Yeah,
to what's it called? Like the decentralized wallets.
Yeah,
Because
like
Coinbase obviously
non-custodial.
can pause trading and stuff if it's too volatile, which could suck, but um that's very rare that that happens, and that's usually something that, like I said, happens in the bear market. And not even, I don't think Coinbase was very good the whole bear market too. So
yeah, it
I
See,
think
was.
it's
I'm
safe.
not
I think you're
Coinbase
fine
fan,
holding
but
in Coinbase. I wouldn't be stressed about it. I do have a little bit in Coinbase,
But
but
yeah, I've seen some decent wallets and coin. I mean, honestly, bro, if I was to trust any wallet, my or any centralized exchange, I'm going with Coinbase too. That would be my most trusted.
yeah,
no, for sure.
yeah. And
Any
I
other
think the U.S.
alts? Should we
government
move?
No, bro.
holds like their Bitcoin on there too. So
Yeah, I mean it's a public company, so I think
altcoins, maybe Atom or Cosmos. It's the
Yeah,
same thing. It's called
I like
Cosmos, but I
Filecoin
think
too.
Atom.
the Dogecoin contract is from Filecoin.
Really?
Yeah, is
Like
it? I thought it was from
it's a it's a
well,
hard fork or something. Oh no, it's from Litecoin. Litecoin.
Litecoin. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was from Bitcoin, but technically it wasn't from Bitcoin. I think it was from Litecoin,
Yeah.
which I think is kind of cool too. Because the reason I actually kind of like Doge is because it's been around for a while, bro. But also the fact that it was an early attempt to make it something better than Bitcoin by utilizing Litecoin.
Yeah.
They thought the network wasn't fast enough. They didn't think there was enough tokens, but it was kind of a joke, which it was what it was. I think originally they were like, "Oh, let's see if we can make it better." But I love the fact that it's still around. Actually, I'm not a big meme trader, but I love it. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Rotes. You looks like you got some stuff pulled up.
Yeah, I think we are good to roll into NFTs.
Oh yeah,
Um, I will say that it's looking good. I'm gonna close my door here. My kid seems to be hovering and getting loud.
they're trying to do a market update with us.
All right, kids bullish on life.
NFTs have been
Bullish on
like a
kids.
kind of a 50-50 week. I feel like some have went up, some have went down over the week.
Yeah, yeah.
It's definitely not as hype as it was before, I think.
I I expected a cool down
Yeah.
moving into this kind of range here early January, but we are seeing some volume and strength and some floor appreciation over the weekend here. So it is it's hard to because ultimately I'm looking for better entries on projects. I think a lot of them have performed really well, and hoping for kind of a bit of a cool off here in the first couple of weeks of January. So those entries are there and lively. But like I said, there has been kind of some rallying here over the last few days. So watching it. What stands out here is this kind of volume boost that we've seen in Ethereum this last day for a really good rally in NFTs. You can see all the way up to mid-December, cooled off a bit, and then now we're picking up volume again here. So watching that closely. Buyer seller ratio right near that 1 mark. Still hasn't crossed. We're not in any kind of super bullish conditions yet for NFTs, where people are just coming in from left, right, and center and buying up NFTs. That's not where we're at the moment, but we'll get there. Overall volume activity is pretty good on the buyer seller ratio in this 4,000 buyers to sellers on a daily basis, about 8,000-9,000 unique daily traders. And then the overall blue chip market index, pretty stable over the last, say, 2-3 weeks here, in this kind of up 77% over the 6 months range, which is excellent. Ethereum USD price up 200% over the last 6 months. So NFTs in general have done well. And then when we look at the majors here in the week, parallel avatars leading the way, and Pi Pandas on the downside. And then what I think is more interesting here is the monthly, and you kind of see ladies and Sprotos lagging a bit, and mutants. I think all of them are presenting decent value. Sprotos has kind of rebounded here the last few days, but Miladies to me I think are a bit of a value, and I think also mutants in general are a value. I'm still looking for that ape mutant Yuga kind of rally here, and of course Zuki standing out as kind of the big upside swing right now in the market. And for the most part, it's priced in, but when that token gets announced, this is another Tengu-esque type token. So there's a lot of value that could be had in that ecosystem, and we're seeing pudgies and that ecosystem start to move up here with the abstract kind of token launch here in the near future. So they've seen a bit of a bounce here, 10% over the last day, and they're up to 26 now. So they're finally back to that 25 ETH fall off range that was expected.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're holding that strong.
So they're I mean they're up, a good 50% from where they were post token launch. So, but
looks like there's a pretty rare one listed pretty much at the floor. 1792 on like the second row in the middle. 244 is the top 5. Oh, it's all the way to the right on yours.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, it must be that leopard.
Yeah.
Maybe the apron.
That was not that cute though.
It isn't.
Yeah, it's kind of
super
ugly.
Cute, but it is, I guess, good.
It'd be cuter at like 40 ETH.
I like these 2 floor ones here. These super basic floor ones look pretty good.
The ones with the yellow hair remind me of the Surf's Up penguin. Anybody ever seen that as a kid?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, penguins. Go ahead.
What's a Suki at right now? Damn,
Suki.
That's a lot of money.
12.28, pretty stable over the last little range here. Elementals 1.6. Doodles back up a bit here, about 5 again.
Pudgies are expensive as fuck.
Dickbutts, when I did this earlier, were up, 30-40%, and now they're back down 20%. So
what crazy art there. They have.
Yeah. I mean, this is the OG memes for the NFT space, right? I mean,
I feel like they should make a token.
Right? I think there's a few tokens that were Dickbutt adjacent.
Let's just all buy one and start the speculation.
That I've seen over the weekend. So I think
we gotta buy more than one.
So let's just buy 2 and then we'll start the speculation.
We need to do like 20 each for it to make sense. and then start dumping the bags. Azuki, I mean, what do you think Azuki can get up to? 25 ETH
Especially if
Yeah.
they
per
can
token?
continue to keep doing good and I know they're working on like a anime series, right?
Bro, they've been hinting at shit
Mhm.
for like four
So yeah,
years.
they
Anime, cards, token. Like Azuki is cooking up a ton of stuff.
I feel like
Hasn't been announcing anything yet, so there's gonna be a Azuki season soon enough, and it's one of those ones that you kind of just got to jump in and wait it out. That's where I was hoping, and maybe you still get it on Azuki, but hoping that we get this little bit of lull period in NFTs in general and provide some better entries, right?
Honestly, the
Back,
one that 5217 looks kind of nice.
yeah, it is.
oh yeah, I like that one.
Drinking up a Tsingtao and just chilling, right?
Yeah.
Just a chill Azuki.
Just a chill one.
But the 8993 one looks rare,
Pretty
but it's
cool
not
too.
rare, doesn't it? It looks like a rare.
It's pretty good. It's clean, like in its own way. Like the aesthetics on it's really nice.
Yeah, those are a lot of money too. 45,000.
I will say that
Or
from looking at Azuki floor on Friday to looking at it today, the floor is a lot more attractive. 86 is pretty nice. The floor is a lot more attractive in the terms of like being able to get some
Nice
good
ones.
Azuki near that floor. Even like these bottom two females are both really nice too.
Dude,
Yeah,
I might buy an
there's
Azuki, honestly,
I
and
think
play the
if
anime drop.
let's get it on
if
a
you
loan.
if you can wait it out a bit, I think it's worthwhile. Yeah, you can get a blend loan and do it that way too.
Pretty much almost 0%. It's hard to get it 0%, but you can get it like point 0.1, point
What's the
0.2.
situation on the loan?
It,
You
it
just
got
put
a
you just put a
it
little
got a
bit.
little wild with pudges, didn't it? Like people called back the loans just before token drop and stuff like that, and
Oh
I think
yeah,
it got a little wild that way. So I mean, with a token incoming, that's something to worry about. But I think I would imagine Danksy would sell pre token kind of launch.
I'm gonna
I
sell
think
it before the token comes out.
yeah, I think mathematically, even with pudgies, it the most part played out better if you sold prior to the token. And if you would have rebought after the token launch, got in at 15 and then held
yeah,
back up
you're
to
up another
25,
ten
you're
ETH.
cruising, right? So sure, the token could have been bought, if you could have claimed it in the first few hours and sold it right away, great. But like there was a lot of troubles doing that claim for the first 4 or 5 hours. The price kind of held up before it dropped off a bit. Yeah, I don't. I'm like I think it almost always plays out better to sell pre-token launch. So you can make that play. Zuki. There's no concrete timeline for this token drop. I mean, it hasn't
They
even.
did confirm one though.
No,
Oh,
No,
okay,
I don't
okay,
think so.
it's still speculative. But
interesting.
where Zuki have been, where they can go with this token launch, I think overall they're a pretty good risk to reward. Now, the Azuki team has fumbled on occasion, right? So you have to keep that in mind. But I would definitely,
I
you're
like
willing
the
to go in on it. Like, Jesus, 5217, like it's super sweet.
I like the beans art better. It's probably a little bit less of a risk. It's obviously
hmm
a lower risk because it's 0.77 ETH right now, but
Beans have been my favorite move for the Azuki ecosystem, just given the fact that I think, price wise to
I
potential
like the
allocation,
ledger
etc.
ones.
I mean, there's so many that are I like the pen ones, pencil ones. I think they're great for anyone that's doing stuff on Twitter. But like, they also have a lot of like favorable brand elements and stuff like that. Izuki as well, but I like that all around the IP. And then once you get into the site, you can go ahead and claim your badges, and then the badges are what's going to provide you your token allocations, etc. So that's yeah. I mean, definitely on the high rent side, the move to consider. Yuga to me is still, I mean, again, we talk about that we don't necessarily know the next levels of catalyst for them, but
Yeah.
price wise to where they've been, et cetera, like they just seem like they're still a really strong value. They've lagged almost everything. They kicked it off early going with the CryptoPunk sweep, and then ape sweep, and that kind of kicked off this whole crypto rally. And then since then, apes have apes have lagged, and so I still like the idea of trying to accumulate them while they have been quiet.
Yeah. I like the art obviously, and Mutant Apes I really like the art too. I got a Mutant Ape on a loan for a little bit, but I ended up paper handing it. I didn't lose
Hmm.
money really, but
Hmm.
I'm trying to
How
figure out how
how
this
often?
loan situation
I was
works.
gonna say, how often have you done the loans,
I've
Crypto
used
G?
it
And,
one
and
time for the Mutant.
okay,
Because
yeah.
I think I got one around like 2 ETH, and then dropped a little bit, had to pay a little bit, and then it went back up a little bit above 2 ETH, and I was like, screw it, I feel like I'm over leveraged here, so I just sold it right away when I was not down on it.
I
So
mean, if you can work timing, like the ability to go ahead and grab say five instead of one, five
yeah,
on loan versus one, you're basically leverage betting the the
On Azuki.
NFT.
or if
Yeah,
you can
so
get
you could
the
pick up
M2s.
five on loan, and then all of a sudden the some kind of announcement drops within the next week or two, and you just picked up five on loan. Now you could get yourself a much larger profit in a short period of time by doing that. And
And
so
Or
that's
blow up your whole account.
no,
and
I don't know if you're
M2s
blowing up your
tend to
whole
go for a
account. I
lot.
mean, you can still liquidate those to bids and get out of it, right? So unless the Azuki collapses in that period of time, you're all right.
Dude, honestly, we
Not
should do it
it's
for
not.
crypto dick butts. We should all just like
I mean,
buy
you
like
can't. I don't think you get them on loan.
Yeah, if they're not on Blur, I don't know. But if I were to get a
Um,
Mutant, I would probably shoot for an M2 because those are always sought after and always higher than floor.
mhm.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, there's M1s, M2s, M3s. So
Yeah, so M3s are gonna be the most rare for sure.
I'm actually considering buying two Azukis.
Are you looking at the Blur loans or?
Yeah, two blur loans.
Yeah, because if you can put down a good chunk and get a low interest rate, it's kind of good.
You can get 0.03% daily interest,
Yeah, see,
whatever that means.
whatever. Yeah, it's not bad though.
Does that mean it compounds 0.03 every day?
Um, I think whatever your total loan is goes up 0.03%.
Yeah, every day. That's still a lot of. That's a lot of.
You're better off going through Aave, bro. Taking a loan out against your own money through Aave.
Yeah, probably. Dude, having a Mega Mutant Ape though would be crazy. None of these sell. Well, none of them get listed.
I can't. Go
Or I
dancing.
just sit on my hands and I just wait for crypto to go up and not do anything, like I've been doing for the last like 6 months.
That's what gets me so excited. Is like got you talking about making a move here, and you've been kind of headlines. So yeah, I think I said, Izuki to me is
Azuki is the best. If I was gonna make a move, that's probably what I'm doing.
it's your best upside, right? Like if you think of like what Pudgies did, and if you were getting into Pudgies around 10, 12 ETH, and all of a sudden it's 30 ETH, like a month later, like
Yeah.
that's the potential that resides within Izuki. Now, full speculation, but anime token, anime ecosystem, all that's been announced, or not the token, but the anime ecosystem, etc. Right? So there's enough there that can can help. move it.
for sure. Should we run some meme coins for another
Yes,
15?
do it.
Uh, you want to pull me up, or you got it?
You can pull yourself up, but John, there you go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What are we looking at here? SPX actually. 1.5 billion. Sorry.
Bill, come on. Mill, it's screaming by, right? No, I mean there's a lot of there's a
This is
lot of
crazy.
good looking charts
Are
in
Sproto
this.
Gremlins, is that
This
an
one this
NFT?
one tapped the 1618. This is a Tyler chart right here. Let me quickly show you this one.
Oh,
Let me switch it. Oh,
we're both clicking it at the same time.
right? Look at this rally off this original high, and then we chopped in this like 50% retracement level for a while, and then crossed the 200 2-hour range EMA there, and we ripped it right up to this 1618. This is kind of probably a really good exit point right now on DX. Or I mean, it could hold and push all the way up to just under 2 billion there. But this is the type of you see this a ton, Tyler, in these charts that it's I could see you doing really well trading some
Yeah.
fib levels and some basic kind of TA, and as long as you're patient and have your kind of entries and exits, like it's there's a lot of opportunity. Thanks, you can go swing by. I just I pulled it up at the same time and I'm looking at this. I'm like, wow, that's clean.
Yeah, bro. A lot of them, it's crazy to even see like how meme coins, even though they go more based off of like attention than I would say like, I don't
Hmm.
know, something technical or like
But
a fundamental, like some news.
it still respects the technical, right?
Yeah, bro, it's amazing to see how it just that pattern plays out across the board.
Yeah,
I mean, you got the if you got the whales doing technical, which a lot of them are on meme coins, like
they'll drive the market, right?
that's just how
Yeah.
it is, right? They
Hmm.
they kind of move it. Um,
The Friday episode of FOMO Hour is an excellent listen for meme coins. So he had on some pretty active larger traders, Wizard of Soho, KBM, Kook, etc. And they talked about some of their strategies when it comes to meme coins. And I thought that was an interesting listen on how they approached it, you know, on a much larger scale, but also just moving in and out of plays. And you don't necessarily need to be chasing the new great thing. Although, hey, if you go ahead and grab yourself hyper when it comes out and get it at 50 mil and it goes all the way up to 250 within hours, then great. But like you can go in and out of these established coins or sit on fart coin for a month and ride that up. Fart coin and A16
Fart coin
Z.
of the moon.
Yeah, AI16Z have been my two favorite kind of runs of this AI narrative, and they've just been up only. Right?
that's crazy. Someone asked about Bitcoin versus Proto Gremlins. It's kind of the NFT versus the token situation again. Don't really see the connection between Bitcoin and Proto Gremlins, like ticker Bitcoin, but apparently they're connected. So, I mean, I'm always about tokens in most situations.
And see, for me, I am more about the Sprotos than I am about ticker Bitcoin. I,
Why?
I, I still resonate with NFTs more than meme coins. And then I also see the KOLs of Sprotos on the timeline. So to me, the strength of the NFT is greater than the meme coin. Even though ticker Bitcoin and the lore behind it, all that kind of stuff, like there's plenty good to it. But I resonate with the NFT side of things and that community, et cetera, and still getting exposure. I think the Sprotos are kind of driving Bitcoin more than Bitcoin is driving Bitcoin. If that makes sense.
Oh, for sure. Maybe that's the case for this one. I mean,
No.
I'm not familiar. I'm not really familiar with both, right? I'm just like
Mhm.
we just talk about it sometimes. Um, but I mean, it is a leverage bet on the. I mean, whether you think which one's driving which, it does depend a lot on each other, right?
Yeah. Well, if you consider it, like you look at some of the other meme coins that have NFTs created for them, and in almost all cases, the ratio, et cetera, right? Like you have Proto Gremlins in this like 2 ETH range, and then you have these other ones that are like, at most 5 SOL, right? Uh,
Right.
Project Aeons are kind of the exception, and then other ones have come out with their token afterwards, where the NFTs already existed, Retardio, et cetera. So you get these different dynamics. But yeah, I think Sproto's the art, the interest there, all that kind of stuff. Like, and they've been around for a while too, right? So I think that
Yeah,
maybe
they're
plays
probably one of the
into it for
older
me.
ones.
Exactly.
But I feel like ETH NFTs are still doing better than Sol ones. So
hmm That's also part of it, right? And the soul has this um, kind of culture of hyper activity, hyper trading. A
Jeters.
better way to describe Jeters. Come on, let's try and slowly change the culture of Solana by not calling them Jeters and call them hyper active, right? And so
You can't say the
maybe if
J
they
word anymore.
no,
Traitors.
it's
They're
it's
traitors.
bad to the ecosystem. Where like Base and Ethereum have this kind of more patient.
You don't get the J words at
Mhm.
in base.
There's less hyperactivity on Base and Ethereum, so they seem to be more stable and kind of get this up only kind of trend versus the chaos that can ensue. And I mean, Soul is just super easy to have people come in there and
But base has lower fees
dump
than
on you.
Sol.
It does, right? It's a little bit more challenging to move in and out of the ecosystem than what Solana is, and I think that's really the kind of the barrier to entry.
You think like
Base is
L1 versus L2 situation?
Yeah, yeah. The base onboarding, offboarding, and that kind of side of thing isn't as clean and easy to work with than just like grabbing 5 SOL from Coinbase and transferring over to them and just going ripping tokens, which I've done a few times when I want to just try and
When you really
chase
need to
things.
feel something.
Yeah, and you can burn through a soul or two in a hurry and just be like, oh, I I just
I
lost it
feel
all
it now.
because I was trying to find the next big thing, and I was feeling the energy of the meme coins here, and I'm out here trying to pick the next winner, and I literally picked all the wrong ones in a hurry. So you know
Normally
that's the
happens on like a Tuesday, Wednesday when there's no football.
no, it happens. I think it happens on Fridays and Saturdays. We get like, the week has gone by and I'm just like, I need to feel something going into the weekend, and I'm feeling degenerate, and I'm burning soul in a hurry. So yeah, it's a little harder to do than just like picking things and sticking with them.
Dude, show guy, dead or not?
See if it can hold that little level it's at, I guess.
I guess we gotta
It needs
wait.
to
I
feed
mean,
you on tweets.
we need to keep these TikTok streams going here. I think we can pump Chill Guy up among other things here once your TikTok channel kind of starts ripping there. So, I think we can bring Chill Guy back. You notice how I've mentioned Chill Guy like at least 2 or 3 times on stream in various
Make Chill
forms.
Guy
So
cool again.
yeah, exactly. I think we all just want to be chill. So
It is
no, I
just
don't
a
I don't
chill guy.
yeah, right? Like um I mean, Dinks, if we want to get down to it, all meme coins are dead at birth. Right? They aren't right away, right? Like if you come from altcoins and crypto, and then all of a sudden you start talking about meme coins, and like you know, Fartcoin is the most amazing example of it all, right? Because it is the OG meme, as defined by other people in the space. I mean, it's hard not to think that the original meme or the original joke or the original thing in all of humanity was a fart, because it just is what it is, right? But like when you're buying Fartcoin, you're not buying anything. You're just buying laughs, and the fact that everyone else agrees that art parts are the OG meme, and more people are going to want to buy it, because what's greater than perpetuating farts, right? So that's what meme coins are, right? Like at the end of the day, there's almost no meme coin provides any type of utility or intrinsic value. They're unless Doge becomes the payment rails of X, like they mean nothing, right? But we love it because it is what it is. So I think
You
chill guy
said
can
they're all
survive.
dead at birth.
Well, I mean, they are they not? Like,
No, bro,
tell me
you're
why
right.
meme coins are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Can anyone do
Billions.
that? I mean, I'm
Well, it's
in the
named
space.
fart.
None of
We're
these.
investing in laughs, like you
Uh,
said. You're buying
Pengu
laughs.
makes sense. Pengu is an ecosystem, right? Um, AI, some of these AI ones kind of make sense because there's this, but like again, you don't own the AI agent. So at
You
the
don't
end of
even
the day,
know if it's
you
an
really
actual AI agent. It could be someone behind the
exactly. Some of
screen.
these could just be a group of you know farmed out individuals for hire that are just putting out tweets 24/7,
It's the
and away it goes.
first time on a
But
device.
you have to keep all of this in that kind of perspective, that meme coins aren't anything. They could go to zero at any point in time. Keep that in mind.
But
And
they can also go
if
to
you're
1 billion at any time.
right, and that's why we're betting on these meme coins, right? There's a lot of degeneracy and a lot of gambling on it, and don't try to overthink it. Like, if there is a narrative, and right now AI is a large part of the narrative. 70% of the mind share in crypto right now is AI, and so away you go. Um, and the other memes like Butthole that Danksy has pulled up, they they work. And given the fact that a lot of these memes that are successful can really rally to, once it's breaking 30 mil, then it's 100 mil. Once it breaks 100 mil, then you're looking at 200 mil, and it's sort of kind of scale that just runs with it. You're buying into the ability of that meme to maintain attention. I think months ago we used to call these like attention coins, culture
They are
coins, right?
attention coins.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold coins.
That's the only true um, birth of these coins. They're the measure of attention, right? And so you're speculating on how much attention these meme coins are, but
And
allocate accordingly, because at the end of the day, there's no intrinsic value to 99% of the coins out there. And don't get me
bro,
wrong, I am super bullish on meme coins in general, and I think we're in the midst of this meme coin allocation that we haven't seen before, right? So strap on, and make sure you have yourself a portion of crypto that is in meme coins.
did you say
I
put your
wouldn't
strap
be.
on?
I strap on, yeah, just strap on. I know when I said that, I was a little bit concerned if any of you guys were gonna like.
Is that the new coin?
Yes,
That's the new
yes,
alpha.
strap on, not lock in. We're now gonna strap on.
Oh, I haven't looked at lock-in. Is lock-in moving? I can't tell.
uh,
Wait, no way. Is it really? That's a thing.
Lock in, yeah, oh, yeah.
I think
We're all locked
everything.
in.
I
No,
love
it's
that.
it's it's one of the it's up 8% on the 24 hour. It's one of the
That's kind of low market cap. 40 million market cap.
it has taken a while for lock in to really take off. To me, it's one of the better values in meme coins, but it's one I think it takes what you would call it, that app that people that's TikTok. There we go. You can tell I don't use TikTok, but it's going to be one of those ones that I think TikTok really has to grab a handle of, and it'll take it to run, kind of like with what we seen with Chill Guy.
Rotes, I like what you said about like when you're going off on the meme coin spiel. You said like you're buying laughs at the end of the day. Like
Yeah.
that's like
Hmm.
you're ultimately, and when you put it in that perspective, bro, it puts like I think it made me think about meme coins more in the long term. I think the ones that actually are the ones that make you laugh, like the fart coin, the unicorn, the crypto dick
Unicorn
bust,
fart
like
dust,
what?
right?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
unicorn fart dust, like, bro. Honestly, like as funny as it is, like I do think the ones that are continue to make the memes, continue
Hmm.
to like the fart thing. I think is gonna be the fart coin, bro. I think it's probably
Yeah.
gonna be. And I never really speculate about meme coins, but like I think when you put it down to like buying laughter, bro, long term, the ones that are gonna be around are gonna be the ones that are gonna be memeable for life. Not Mudang's gonna grow up, chill guy's gonna not be so chill anymore. Like, but
Um,
yeah, like that.
Bitcoin is like, Fartcoin at 1 billion is just like a slam. Like so honestly, like Fartcoin is the one that you can look at to say, okay, is there something that becomes more valuable than Doge? To me, it's Fartcoin. Now, I'm sure there's something else that we haven't
What's
thought of or
Doge at right
whatever.
now? There's no way. Uh,
55 billion, something like that.
so 50x from here? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro, everybody farts. Does everybody Doge? No, everybody farts. Right? Like
Farts always fun.
You have Elon out here pumping Doge. Well, what happens if he starts to pump farts?
Yeah, what if
You
he,
know,
bro? He lets one loose one time in public, bro, and it's over.
it's over. Especially when he retweets it. You know,
Facts,
if he
bro.
if he if he farts in a live kind of stage or something like that, or in on a podcast or anything like that, oh, it is done. It's game over, right? Like,
Facts,
no,
bro.
I think Fartcoin is it's the one that's gained the most mainstream attention. And that's where you've seen that rally from 800 to 1.6 that we saw just the last few days last week, right? It really took off because it was literally CNBC, et cetera. Like it was everywhere because this fart coin that was liked by an AI agent. Like there's just so much around it. Like AI likes fart coin because guess what? The first meme in human culture is a fart, right? Like it's just that it's programmed.
And
So
program now into AI to believe farts are funny, bro. As long as AI thinks it, we're good.
yeah, I have never seen people laugh harder when it comes to like fart jokes. So it just works. If there's one to dabble in, that's my pick.
You gotta buy
Hard
some,
pressed
Rose.
to find a
You've been
better one.
hyping it up. You have to buy one now.
I
You
have
have
an
buy.
application.
My bro,
To buy
bro,
I
one soul
I
worth.
I have Fartcoin. I have AI16Z, and I'm settled. Right?
bro,
Like
this is a sales rep for Fartcoin.
Rose just pumping his bags over there.
I'm
He's
uh,
farting in his bags.
yeah. Um, no, but I think if it taps it back down to even 107, 1.07, like I would be looking to allocate more there. Or we
Not
were
even
just
at
about there at
one.
that point.
Not one.
No, 107 is topping that previous high
Oh, this one.
on the that's on the hourly. If you look at the daily, I guess it's different. 1.2 is the previous high that daily, so it changes it a bit there. Yeah, maybe I might have to draw me out some fibs or something to figure it out. But no, I think anywhere. I mean, you could try and wait for 800. You could even try to DCA in if it goes back to that 800 range, but it's going to continue to rally. I don't think it has any major listings yet at this point, does it?
I don't know.
I don't
I was
believe it
talking to some
does.
founders today, and they're like, "Yeah, these listing things are bullshit. Like it's not
It's
bullish. It's not a bull signal.
it's no, it's just accessibility, right? If you can go ahead and pick up Farcoin on a Coinbase, like it just makes it that much more accessible. You know, most people that are trading meme coins are just doing it through
I mean,
one of the
they're
apps on
talking
the way to
about
go.
how like after like a month or two with the market makers done and exchange getting their marketing budget done, like you just have so much free supply out there that they just sell on you. Like your holders lose out over the long run.
Fair. Farcoin's not even 2 months old. How long is that?
He's like, just wait till this thing ages.
Aged part coin.
You know, you got to combine Farcoin with some like beers, beans, and like grass, and you're gonna get just the best, stinkiest
Some garlic.
farts. Garlic,
Stinky
yeah.
fart coin.
Shark coin.
Now, Shark Coin's something I can get behind.
Shark
Probably you don't wanna have to have.
Oh gosh, bro. But yeah, no, bro. I do like what you said though. You know, meme coins are fun to speculate on overall though. Like even I love NFTs, bro. But as far as like, you know, if your goal's here to come to make money, don't get lost in the emotions, even the fun ones. The ones that are like, you know, I can't tell you how many times I bought an NFT, bro, that was like literally just funny, like for no reason. Like I should have never bought it. I should have just allocated that to somewhere else. But ultimately, bro, like they're fun to speculate on. I like them as well. I think they're here to stay. They're not going anywhere. They're gonna be around for a while. Um, and I think we should enjoy them while they're here.
That anything else to add, Danksy, Crypto G, Tyler?
No, not
Uh,
really. I do have to
Okay.
bounce here too as well, so
Yeah, we
good
have we have
timing.
gone we
See?
have gone over. Been a great session. And, we look forward to seeing things look next week.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. First of the year, good day of the year as well for crypto wise. I guess we'll see where we're at next week.
Yep.
you
Appreciate you
guys think we're
guys.
breaking all-time highs or holding right below?
Oh, we're just ripping a 200,000 next week.
I'll
I
really
think
like to
I
see
think there's
tomorrow.
a pretty good shot we buy before next week.
Yeah,
I
I
think
would
yeah.
agree.
I think we at least either touch all-time highs or break them by next week.
Mhm. Let's come back next Monday and
We'll
not
see.
talk about how we were all wrong.
We're not going to be
Exactly.
wrong. I know it. I can feel it in my bones.
Dang,
we have
Dinksy's
been
bearish.
we have been pretty good. Now, of course, we're in a bull market. It's a lot easier to just kind of side with the trend and be good. But you know, that's neither here nor there. I think you know
We
110K
killed it
is
though.
within my sight.
110K by next week is probably confirmed.
Yeah.
That's what
Let's
Satoshi told me.
Oh, nice.
he actually he messaged the
Just
group chat, I see.
just make sure he never sells. That would cause a bit of
Michael
panic.
Saylor said he's burning his Bitcoin when he.
His own, not MicroStrategy's, though.
I, I I hope he's talking about his Bitcoin and not MicroStrategy's Bitcoin because you know guy
Yeah, I don't
dies and
know.
all of a sudden MicroStrategy is just evaporates. Like
Yeah, there's no way he can do that. He's definitely getting sued.
He said he's gonna just erase the keys.
Oh no, I lost this Bitcoin. Shows up in his personal wallet.
he's gonna do that when he's dead. Does he have a method to sell while he dies? Like
How does that
how does
even
that work?
work? He's dead. There's no way to
Right.
confirm.
He's just gonna hide the keys, burn them.
All
Okay.
right, boys.
But
Let's shut
yeah,
her down before our wives come screaming at us that we ran too long.
Facts. I have
Thanks
some
everyone that
brownies left in it.
joined the stream. We'll catch you next Monday. Hope you all enjoyed the new look and layout.
yes,
Feel
sir.
free to be involved in the chat. The more conversation we have going, the more we can talk about the things you want to hear us talk about.
Take care, guys. Have a good rest
You
of the
too.
week.